Welcome in Bocholt in Belgium for the Sezoens rally, the 5th round of the Belgian Rally Championship. As you can see, there are large portions of gravel in this rally. And this is the leader in the Belgian Championship, Freddy Loix, after winning the previous round. This is his main competitor who retired in the previous round, Chris Prinsen, at the wheel of the 208 R5. Freddy Loix with a golden livery, because this is his last rally of his Skoda S2000. And Loix has a bit difficulties in the opening stages, not really suited for his S2000 car. A lot of direction changes. And here are the first portions of gravel. Vincent Verschuren in his DS3 R5.
Sled. Op lange rechts 10 open en sled naar 25 diep coupé in voorplakkaat. En dan links 15 aan vol. 150 top 0 aan vol. En 120 opgelet. Voorpaal rechts 30 niet snijden.
Verschuren, who starts the rally with a 4th time in the opening stage. Verschuren had some good results this year, but also had some retirements. Chris Prinsen badly needs another good result after his retirement to the previous round. And he starts the rally with the fastest time.
We gaan 170 rechts 10 af vol over kruispunt, plus rechts 10 af vol koor. Plus links af vol, 100 links af vol. Plus rechts af vol wordt 60, kruispunt, jump, wordt 80, rechts 11, rem vol, vol. Tot 6, tot 70, chicane rechts links.
Then one of the outsiders for the overall win, Chris van Woensel with his Mitsubishi Lancer World Rally car. A car really suited for this kind of stages. And van Woensel is doing fine with a 2nd time in the opening stage.
Voorheen had ik gezegd top 5, maar...
For the start I've said top 5, but now we'll try to get on the podium. You're a bit modest because with your WRC and a lot of horsepower, you should be able to battle for the win. And that's what you're doing. Yes, certainly, but the problem is that Freddy and Chris are really great drivers. I've seen them in the previous round in the Wallonie, and they're very impressive. But you're modest. Yes, a bit, yes, but... It isn't easy to drive on the gravel here. It's you have to stop the car as well. It's not easy. Another stages then with Chris Prinsen continuing on his way, but he loses the lead and he drops to 2nd overall.
Het gaat inderdaad niet slecht, alhoewel ik vind...
Well, it's not bad, but I feel I'm not in the right rhythm. Especially as the changes between the gravel and the asphalt. Maybe that's the reason why I think that I'm not in the rhythm.
Het is moeilijk om dat ritme constant hoog te houden.
Freddy Loix with the Skoda a bit struggling to get grip, and he's in 3rd.
300, links rechts af vol. 200, links 100 min, om 25, rechts 90 borduur. Links 100 min, om 25, rechts 90 borduur. En 100, rechts, en wordt 75, smal, rechts 43 in bank. Rechts 43 in bank.
Freddy Loix then 16 seconds behind.
16 seconden achterstand.
16 seconds behind? No, you're not used to that, right? No, but I have to admit, I know it would be a difficult rally for us. All the direction changes not really suited for my car. And we need some fast and fluid bits. But it's early in the rally, so won't do any crazy things. I'll continue to go on and fine-tune the car. Vincent Verschuren in 4th position, 22 seconds behind the leader.
It's new for me.
It's completely new for me, and I have to get used to it, of course. Braking zones are very difficult to judge because the grip is changing all the time. I have to get my feel for this. The first 3 stages were well, but maybe in the last one a lack of grip, but I'm happy. Michiel Becks had a heavy crash in the previous round in the Wallonie. but the Dutchman is back with his Ford Fiesta. His team has worked miracles to get the car ready, and he's in 5th overall for the moment. But due to a puncture in the 3rd stage, he's already 46 seconds behind after the first loop. Irishman Stephen Wright, the local hero, Eddie Smeets as a co-driver. He's in 6th with his Fiesta R5. Might be an outsider for a podium finish, but you have to speed up a bit. And here's Patrick Snijers again with the Porsche. He's had 4 retirements this year, but he's changed tuner in between the previous rally and this one, and everything is going well now.
De Porsche is natuurlijk heel.
Of course, it's fun to drive a Porsche, but against the 4x4s here, especially in the gravel stages, it's 40% gravel in the last stage, for example. It's difficult, but it's fun. Leading in the junior category, the leader in the championship as well, Paul Geusens and his brother Sil, and he's 15th overall with his 208 R2. Standings after the first loop then, Van Hoensel leading from Prinsen, Loix, Verschuren in 4th and Bex in 5th. Next loop of 5 stages gives Prinsen the opportunity to try and catch Van Hoensel, but that proves not to be that easy. Still, he increases his lead over this man, Freddy Loix. And that is what is important for the championship for Prinsen. A lot of gravel on these stages, very slippery, round pebbles. Not easy to get to grips, literally then. Freddy Loix, continuing his fight at the wheel of the S2000, is in 3rd after the 2nd loop, but he's already 34 seconds behind, and he's preceded by Chris Prinsen by 18 seconds, and he has a clutch problem though.
De laatste KP voor iets voor half.
At the last stage, somewhere halfway through, the clutch started to slip, and we got to the end of the stage, but the problem is we can't change the part. And what's the solution then? I have no idea. They try to fix some stuff. We can't replace the part, so what we'll have to do, we have to put some ointment on it, but we can't operate. Chris Prinsen having his medical studies, apparently. Still, he can continue, and he's in 2nd overall still. Paul Geusens had a bit of a moment as well.
In de coupure hebben we een whip gehad.
Yeah, but the car jumped up in a corner about a meter high, and we slid backwards in a ditch, and they pushed us back on, but we've lost a lot of time. And you have technical problems as well? Well, just some bodywork damage, but the clutch is gone now, and in the road sections that's very difficult. So we'll see. Some historic cars as well, of course, in the Sezoens. This is the impressive Manta of Jorissen. He's in 2nd overall, and he's just behind the Ford Escort of Dirk de Veur, leading the historic rankings. Jordan Cedridis, the gentleman driver, getting to grips with his DS3 R5. And he's doing not that bad. He's just inside the top 10. Not bad for a gentleman driver.
Het is een gentleman driver, hij weet wat hij
Well, he's a gentleman driver, he knows what he can do and what he can't do. He only has a 3 year of rally experience. He never drove a car, an old car or something like that in the field. So he's somebody who makes a lot of progress quickly. But okay, we have some work to do, but we're doing fine for the moment and we're having fun. Patrick Snijers is having fun as well. He's still in the rally, and that's already a win. He's in 9th overall and leading the GT class.
300 links 85.
Good rally then for Snijers. Inside the top 10. And a finish would be a good thing for him after 4 retirements. Michiel Bex still in 5th overall. Impossible to catch those in front of him, but he's doing fine in keeping Stephen Wright behind him, for example. So good thing for the Dutchman after his mishap in the Wallonie. Vincent Verschuren gradually losing contact with the top 3, but he's well ahead of Bex. So a steady 4th place for Verschuren in his first time on the Sezoens Rally gravel. Not bad at all. You never know what might happen to the leaders.
80, rechts aan 20, diep couperen. 80, links 30, diep couperen. Links 30, diep couperen. 150, top afval, 200. 200 naar blauw, rechts 30, binnen couperen. Naar blauw, rechts 30, binnen couperen.
And 28 seconds ahead of Verschuren. It's the golden Skoda of Freddy Loix. His 35th and final rally then with this car. From the next round onwards he has an R5 version of the Fabia.
250. En rechts 110, sluit 100 in de gram. En linksafval kort. 250. Links 140 minafval. 400. Small links 34 in, borduur aan plaat.
Loix not taking any big risk, just guaranteeing that he remains in that 3rd position for the moment.
Ja, dat is zo.
Yeah, well, there are a couple of stages where it's impossible to follow the others. Well, at least one. I think we lose 5 seconds in that one. And we lose time to Verschuren as well. The other stages we can match those times, so we lose a couple of tenths, a couple of seconds. But okay, that's not enough to win. Chris Prinson's clutch problems seem to have solved themselves, because he can continue, and he's still in 2nd.
Plus rechts 10 naar voor, is opgelet, rem tot 50, links 30, smal en sekken. 70, links 16, misschien naar voor.
So a good loop for Princeton then.
Ja, voorlopig gaat het goed.
Yeah, for the moment everything is going fine. We air the clutch between every stage, and for the moment there's no problem. We've done 3 stages without any problem. So for the moment it's going well. Still leading the rally now with an almost 17-second lead, Chris van Woensel.
Alles verloopt zeker volgens plan.
Yeah, everything is going according to plan. We haven't made any mistakes yet, so I think our rally is going well. Every stage as well. So we're 16 seconds ahead of Chris now. Standings after 8 stages, then Van Woensel leading from Princeton, then Loix in 3rd, Verschuren in 4th, and Bex in 5th. And that was the end of part 1. See you after the break. Welcome back in the Sezoens Rally, the 5th round of the 2015 Belgian Rally Championship, and it's the final rally for this car, the Skoda Fabia S2000 of Freddy Loix. He's won 4 times the Ypres Westhoek Rally in it, stood 25 times on the podium, and that's all marked on the car. 3rd loop then of the Sezoens Rally, and it's a bit of a dramatic loop because the first 2 in the rankings go out of the rally. And that means that Stephen Wright is now in 4th position overall and fighting for a podium finish with this man. Dutchman Michiel Bex is only 4 seconds I should say, ahead of Wright. So anything is still possible between those 2 Fiestas R5s. Good rally from Bex and co-driver Botson. Vincent Verschuren is now up to 2nd.
Top afval. 100 voor links boompje afval. En 150 afsluiting afval. En 150 voor rechtse boom, links 30 couperen.
Verschuren en co-driver Geert Broekhaert in 2nd then.
Vincent Verschuren, nog 2.
Vincent Verschuren, 2 stages to go, and everything happened, but you're 2nd overall. Yeah, unfortunately, Chris van Woensel went off, and Chris had a problem. So we're 2nd overall now. So yeah, we have enough advantage on the 3rd one. And this is the new leader. Freddy Loix has a good advantage over Verschuren.
75, grind, rechts 63, diep couperen. Rechts 63, diep couperen. 400, grind, links 112, diep couperen. Links 112, diep couperen.
Freddy, de vorige boekel heel wat gebeurd.
Freddy, in the last loop, everything happened, and you're leading now.
Wij hopen altijd op regen.
Yeah, we always hope for rain. And Chris Prince, that's a mechanical bad luck. That's unfortunate. Chris van Woensel went off the road. So now it's a question of not making any mistakes and have a good stage and keep on the road. Only 2 stages left then for Freddy Loix and his Fabia S2000. And these are the unfortunate drivers of that third loop. Chris van Woensel had a great lead, but then made a mistake, slid wide, went off the road and hit the spectator, and out of respect of that man, we won't show the images of the impact. The man had a leg injury and it was a retirement for Chris van Woensel. And this is what happened to Chris Prinsen, stuck in first gear.
Stop eens heel even. Dan zet ik hem op en af.
Het is de band geblokkeerd, het is gewoon het is niks elektronisch. Ja, het kampioenschap is sowieso gedaan.
Yeah, championship is over now. You have to be honest in that. We played our joker in the previous round, so did the others, but now it's over.
Heel snel de handdoek.
So it's still 4 rides to go. Yeah, but I've been doing this game for 20 years. So at a certain moment you have to cut your losses. If it doesn't go, it doesn't go. It's no use to just to drive. It's much too expensive for that. So unfortunate for Prinsen, because his contract only went to the next round, the Ypres Rally, and now after 2 retirements, it might be difficult to find a budget to complete the season. 2 more stages then, and there was also the BMW Cup, the M Cup I should say, and it was won by Frankie Boulat in his BMW M3. He had a huge lead over the man in second, this man Heusdens, with his another BMW M3, but the E30 version of the BMW, and he was 4 minutes behind Boulat. And he had a good fight for second position with Keupens in his BMW 130. Who finished in third, only 30 seconds behind Heusdens. The Sezoens Rally was also a round of the Belgian Historic Rally Championship, of course. This impressive Audi Quattro was driven by Capras. Had some problems during the way, but finished in the end in 6th position. Van der Venne in his Ford Escort in 5th. Trains with his Opel Kadett, finishing in a strong 3rd position. Dirk de Veur was leading for most of the rally, but in the final stage he was beaten by Jorissen, and he came 1.7 seconds short for taking the win in the Sezoens Rally. You had conditions at the end, made it difficult, so the win went to Jorissen in this great Opel Manta 400. With a great time in the last stage then. And in the Belgian Junior Championship, Jelle Vermeer and his Ford Fiesta took 3rd place. Had some problems along the way and was beaten by the Renault Twingo of Amaury F, who took some stage wins in his class, and that gives him important points for the championship as well. But the best junior driver again, and by a long way now, Paul Geusens, even the slide off in the ditch couldn't stop him. So the Geusens brothers took the win again. 2 more stages, of course, for the front runners as well, in not the best of conditions, as you can see. Jordan Sedoridis kept the car on the road together with co-driver Fred Miglot, and they finished in a very creditable 7th position. Patrick Snijs, for the first time this year at the finish of a rally, he will be very happy about that, winning the GT class with his impressive Porsche in 6th overall. Bex was heading for a podium, but he had a problem with the steering wheel, and that meant that he had to retire. Stephen Wright, together with co-driver's mates, took third position. Great result for the Belgo-Irish combination. Schuren and Broekhart drove a faultless rally and finished in second. Freddy Loix may not have been the quickest maybe of this rally, but to finish first you have to finish, and that is exactly what Freddy Loix did in his last rally with the Skoda S2000. He took another win, increasing his lead in the Belgian Championship considerably, and that deserves a big round of applause for Freddy Loix and co-driver Johan Kitsels. And a thank you to the car as well, of course.
Prachtig, hè?
Yeah, it's wonderful. And again, it proves that the Skoda is the most reliable of the cars here, and maybe the driver as well. It's a great finish to the career, this car. To be honest, you were not the quickest driver of the year, but you took advantage of your circumstances. You don't have to be the quickest every time to be first at the finish. Especially in those weather conditions here at the end. On the other hand, okay, a mechanical problem with Princeton, that's too bad, but I always knew that we have the most reliable car. And the final standings, then, Loix winning it from Verschuren, Wright in third, Allard in fourth, and Faas in fifth. And these are the standings now. Loix has an advantage of 23 points over Delay, with Princeton even further behind, Sharan fourth and Verschuren in fifth. And the podium then, a deserved celebration for Freddy Loix and his Fabia S2000. Great end to the career of that mythical car. And there was a junior award as well, and it went deservedly to this man, Paul Geusens, who dominated the junior category and now has a free entry to the next round, the Ypres Rally.
Paul Geusens,
Paul Geusens, a great rally view, wasn't going according to plan though. Yes, indeed, we made a mistake in sixth stage, we lost 3 minutes, and then we lost the clutch a bit later, but we're happy to be at the finish. We had it very difficult on the road sections without the clutch, but you still win the junior category. Yeah, once we were at the start of the stage, there was no problem, but the road sections were very difficult. And so good work from the team. You're ready for the Ypres Rally? Yes, I think we are ready, yeah. But there you have to compete against the European junior drivers, so that will be another story. Yes, it's another level, but see where we are then. And that was the end of our report. See you soon next time.